Marcus Aurelius was a devoted follower of the Stoic school of thought. Aurelius found the time while in power to write the Meditations, a collection of autobiographical writings. Marcus Aurelius provided some important tips on how to develop self-discipline in his books. The word discipline has a negative connotation with ideas of order maintained largely or primarily through punishment. Discipline is systematic instruction intended to train a person, sometimes literally called a disciple, in a craft, trade, or other activity, or to follow a particular code of conduct or order. Most people associate discipline with self-control and the exercise of willpower over more basic inclinations. Self-control is the capacity to regulate one's thoughts and feelings in order to choose the optimal course of action in every circumstance, whether it is favorable or unfavorable to us. Here are some key takeaways for developing self-control from Marcus Aurelius. Even though Marcus Aurelius wrote it more than 2000 years ago, his observations on Stoicism are still very relevant today. Zeno of Citium established the Hellenistic philosophical school of Stoicism in Athens around the beginning of the 3rd century BC. Despite being over 2000 years old, more and more people are realizing how Stoicism is not only still relevant today, but also how it can be used in straightforward yet effective ways. The Stoics developed an operating system for life by using their knowledge of observation, action, and volition. The three practices, the three disciplines of perception, action, and volition are a recurring theme in the Meditations philosophy and are extensively discussed by Pierre Hadot in the Inner Citadel. The first discipline is perception-related. In the preface of this new translation of Meditations, Gregory Hayes states that perception requires that we maintain absolute objectivity of thought, that we see things dispassionately for what they are. Action, the second discipline, focuses on how we relate to other people. The easiest way to grasp this is to remember that we were designed for others, not ourselves, as Marcus Aurelius said, to live as nature requires. Since nature is selfless, so should we. While treating others with justice and fairness, we should strive for a goal greater than ourselves. Our attitude toward things that are outside of our control is covered by the third discipline, the discipline of will. Even if they are unpleasant, natural occurrences like fire, disease, and even death cannot damage us unless we choose to believe that they can. Same goes for other people's deeds. I quote, "Objective judgment, now at this very moment, unselfish action, now at this very moment, willing acceptance, now at this very moment, of all external events, that's all you need." Marcus Aurelius. Attitude is everything. You could believe that it is hard to be optimistic no matter the situation, yet it isn't. Holocaust survivor and eminent psychiatrist Viktor Frankl states in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, that everything may be stolen from man except the last of the human freedoms. The choice of one's attitude in every given set of circumstances, the choice of one's own path. Each of the three disciplines helps one live a meaningful life. However, Hayes claims that when taken together, they constitute a complete orientation to life. Marcus Aurelius outlines the guidelines in Meditations 7:54. Everywhere at each moment, you have the option to accept this event with humility, will, to treat this person as he should be treated, action, to approach this thought with care so that nothing irrational creeps in, perception. The three disciplines are mentioned repeatedly in Meditations. A degree of nuance as in Meditation 8:7. Progress for a rational mind means not accepting falsehood or uncertainty in its perceptions, making unselfish actions its only aim, seeking and shunning only the things it has control over, embracing what nature demands of it, the nature in which it participates as the leaf's nature does in the trees. Also, some more blatantly, 641. You take things you don't control and define them as good or bad. And so, of course, when the bad things happen or the good ones don't, you blame the gods and feel hatred for the people responsible or those you decided to make responsible. Much of our bad behavior stems from trying to apply those criteria. If we limited good and bad to our own actions, we'd have no call to challenge God or to treat other people as enemies. In a way, the three disciplines represent the center of meditations. They may be compared to a life's operating system. The book Meditations is one I wish I had found sooner. I intend to read it frequently and think about it. We currently live in a period of ongoing doubt, anxiety, and uncertainty. How do we remain resilient during trying times? What is the view from here? Do challenging circumstances improve us? How would you describe your conversation with yourself? What lesson is the circumstance trying to teach you? When things are difficult, it might seem as though everything in your world has stopped. Life is always changing and evolving. You will eventually be able to move again as time heals, but you will have to go about it your own way. Growing involves overcoming obstacles. A crisis may improve you, but only if you approach it with the proper perspective. Among the lessons that may be learned are how to develop, become stronger, let go of the past, speak more clearly, trust your instincts, and forgive. Keep enjoying life because it is a blessing. Most external factors are mostly outside of our control, but we do have some influence over how we respond to them. Life is precarious. Make the most of your time and be grateful for it. Life should be experienced fully and appreciated. Taking on challenges encourages brain cell growth according to science. This enables us to adapt and develop resilience. Finding your purpose is the first step to self-discipline. As a human being, I have to go to work, says Marcus Aurelius. If I do the things I was put on this earth to accomplish, the things I was born to do, what do I have to complain about? Or is this what I was made for all along? Marcus Aurelius said that everyone was formed with a purpose in mind. Since this goal is what motivates you to get out of bed in the mornings, it is our responsibility to pursue it. You are far more likely to achieve your objectives if you have a clear grasp of them and how your duties relate to them. Having a purpose for completing the activity is the best motivator for self-control. Start even if you're not sure where to go with it. Write every day if you want to become a writer. You don't need inspiration or advice to do everything you set your mind to. Simply start doing something you enjoy and deal with each day as it comes. Your purpose will provide you the internal inspiration and drive you need to go forward and toward your goal. Finding compelling reasons to accomplish something and committing to see it through to completion are two key components of self-discipline. Count on yourself. Marcus Aurelius advised you to turn your desire into stone, satisfy your cravings, keep your thoughts in the present. Once you have a clear purpose, you should create a workable action plan to assist you reach your objective. Instead of merely committing to your objectives, you should also commit to all the small steps you'll take to get there. No matter what obstacles stand in the way, we must be totally dedicated to doing whatever is necessary to complete the task. The capacity to force yourself to act, to do what has to be done, regardless of your physical, mental, or emotional state, is known as self-discipline. Your capacity to motivate yourself to take the required steps to realize your objectives, whether you feel like it or not, will determine everything you can have, be, and accomplish in life. You may start by creating a successful plan of action to achieve your objective. It must be based on tiny milestones that divide your objective into reachable pieces. By setting up minor milestones, you can make sure that you are achieving your goal in manageable chunks of time. You feel more in charge of the activities and projects you are working on with this strategy. In the end, you're attempting to keep yourself from giving in to overwhelm. Overwhelming may easily turn into procrastination, which can then cause stagnation. In a stagnant environment, self-control cannot exist. Show up every day. According to Marcus Aurelius, no one can keep you from this. You must build up your life action by action and be satisfied if each one accomplishes its aim as far as it can. Despite having a clear aim and a workable strategy, over 95% of us still fall short of our objectives. We fall short because we are inconsistent. Every day, we must be present and work hard. Mental endurance is greatly improved by just showing up and devoting yourself to your skill. You develop focus and accept the difficult procedure required to do anything worthwhile. So that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed this topic and learned something new, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more educational and informative videos. See you at the next one. Till then, bye.